back home. So me and my husband, we watched a documentary on Baba in India the other night. And it was basically this sage where, like, at age 16, he started contemplating his own death. And in contemplating his own death at age 16, first, whoa. But, you know, this is the way it is in India, much more than it is here. He started to turn inward and became so comfortable with turning inward that he stopped turning outward. He stopped eating. He stopped bathing. Like, he literally had disciples that would come and, like, take care of him, like, take care of his body, like, wash his body and be like, Master, you need to, like, eat a little bit of food, like, late teens. And I was watching this just in pure amazement. I've been doing intermittent fasting for a month, which is basically like not eating breakfast. And I could barely do that. I literally just quit the other day. So I was watching this and I had this like moment of intense laughter. I was just like, oh my God, this guy like barely ate for like multiple years because he was so infatuated with the union he experienced diving inward. I've been a yoga teacher for 10 years and I couldn't do intermittent fasting for a month. And I just laughed and laughed and laughed and it felt so good. It felt like such good release for me because look, we're all just here on this planet doing our best. It's that simple. We're all just here on this planet doing our best. And comparison is the thief of joy. It is. There's trillions of souls out here. We're all in different places in our evolution and the lessons we're meant to be learning. So if you find yourself comparing yourself to someone else or having some kind of expectation of where you should be based on A, B, or C or what you've done, set that aside and lighten the load. Lighten things up a little bit. Laugh at yourself, move your body, and remember it's just not that big of a deal. And in fact, you're separating yourself from that experience of union and joy by setting up that comparison. That's today's intention. Breath work first. So what we're going to do is 2 rounds of a funky little breath work I designed, inspired by COVID times. So what it will be is a deep inhale through the nose, the rib cage, and through the nose, filling up the belly, rib cage, chest. Arms will go up high like this. And as you exhale, you're going to take Ujjayi breath. Constrict the throat. Exhale through the nose. Clench your fists and bring them down to the hips. So you're not forcing the breath out, like not like Bastrika, but instead it's Ujjayi, like making that Darth Vader sound, like the sound with the nose, the mouth closed and through the nose. So real time, it'll look and sound like this. We'll do 2 rounds of that and then an inhale retention. That way we're not snotting all over each other, but we still get the nice breath high. Close your eyes. Bring your shoulders above your hips. And I want you to just evaluate the places in your life where you've been holding yourself to some sort of standard. And ask yourself, is that my standard or is it someone else's? And if it's mine, where does it come from? And I'm sure the voice of the mind might have had a few things to say about this. And if so, I want you to just kind of listen, smile. And if you want, you can even let out a little giggle. Sometimes I'm amused by the stories my mind comes up with. If nothing else, go easy on yourself today. There will be plenty of days where you're challenged by life's experiences. So give yourself permission to lighten up over the next hour. complete exhale through both nostrils. Empty all the way to the bottom. Begin the breath. The arms are just as intentional as the breath is. Every inhale, the arms up high as the lungs expand to full capacity, and as every exhale, empty the lungs out. Yes, good. Now for the last 10, I want you to see if you can find a faster pace. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Complete exhale, empty out, out, out. Relax your fist, hold empty. Notice what you feel. Take a deep inhale, fill up, belly, rib cage, chest. Hold to the top. Relax your body, no bandhas. Notice what you feel. Kind of imagine that energy dancing through the body. Exhale through the nose. Second round, begin. Know that you can find that faster pace for the whole round here. Or if the slower pace better served your body, that's fine too. Whether you choose fast or slow, we'll do this for about 30 seconds. Make sure the inhale is full and intense. I know it's pretty easy to make the exhale full and intense. So put some intention behind the inhale. We're about halfway. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Complete exhale, empty out, 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 out. Relax your fist. Hold empty. Preparing for our Abhyantara Kumbhaka. Take an inhale, fill up, belly. Rib cage expands. Chest lifts. And then tuck your chin into your chest. This is called your Jalandhara Bandha, your throat lock. Shift the volume of your breath from your chest down to your waistline. And then engage your Mula Bandha. Squeeze your pelvic floor muscles in towards each other, then up in towards the center of your body. If you're newer to your breathing practice, I'll tell you when 30 seconds is over and it's time to release. If you've been breathing with me for a while, then you can hold for as long as you want. Just remember that you always release Mula Bandha first and then Jalandhara Bandha. Dive inward. Those of you releasing after 30, this is the last 10. You can do it. If you're ready to release the root lock first, then chin from chest, controlled exhale through both nostrils. If you want to continue to hold, that's fine. Listen to your body. Deepen your breath. practicing back home, you can reach over and start the playlist now. Blink your eyes open. Roll over your shins, shifting into a tabletop shape. Rather than taking traditional tabletop, turn your fingertips to point towards your knees. Thumbs point outward. Inhale, cow pose. Drop the belly, roll the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, cat pose. Round through the back body, tuck the chin. Pressing the heels of the palms down. Inhale, belly drops, heart lifts. Exhale, press, round through the back body, tuck the chin. Inhale, belly drops, heart lifts. Exhale to round it back. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, step the thighs together. And then we'll just focus on the wrist stretch. So shift your weight back till the heels of the palms lift and then press them back down. Breathe here. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, turn the hands around. You can roll one wrist out. Roll the other wrist out. Tuck all 10 toes under. If you need to, you can reach back and tuck the pinky toe. And then sit back on your heels. And if immediately you feel like, no way I'm going to be able to hold this for a while, you can bring a block or a pillow and place it upon the heels. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, extend the right arm out to a 30-degree angle. Reach through each and every finger. Left hand to the right side of the head, left ear to left shoulder. Lengthening the right side of your neck. The more you actively reach through the right arm, the more sensation you're going to feel from the neck down through the shoulder. Inhale, up through center, both arms high, neck back into neutral. Exhale, left arm reaches out at a 30-degree angle, right hand to the left side of the head, right ear to right shoulder. Reach the left arm, inhale. Exhale to see if you can drop that head further to the right. Feel the breath expansive in the left side of the neck. Notice if the mind has a little something to say about the toes. You can just smile and keep it lighthearted, right? You're just stretching your feet. Almost there. Inhale, reach both arms high, head back into neutral. Exhale, release the hands down. Untuck your toes. You can pitter-patter the feet a little bit if that feels good. Ooh, sounds like it does feel good. Good. Bring the knees out to hip width distant apart so you're back in a tabletop shape. And then press through the palms and lift the knees up. If this is not a deep enough stretch for the fronts of your ankles or tops of your feet, you can step back and do the same thing but in a high plank. This is also a little more intense too, and we'll pick the heart rate up. So either is fine, tabletop or high plank. You're pressing into the tops of the feet, pressing through the fingertips. Breathe deeply. Exhale, use the low belly to roll over the toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers wide, stretching the webbing between each and every finger. External rotation of the shoulders. You guys know, consciously lengthen your spine by sending the hips up and back. And press the heels down towards the ground. And then pay close attention to if there's any voice in your mind that evaluates your practice, your physical practice. Saying like, oh, I should really be more open here or this or that there. and realize in deciding that you should be more of this or less of this, there has to be a comparison. Just for an hour, embrace your experience as it is. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, step up, feet hip width distant apart. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Fingertips up the shins, press down to the center of the heels. Lengthen the spine. You can keep breathing. On an exhale, bow forward. If it feels better to take a bend to the knees, take that bend. Relax your head and neck. If you have a hard time releasing tension in your neck, you could shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Press down through the feet. Inhale, rise up. Urdhva Hastasana, full body extension. Everything up. Root through the center of the heels. Fan the toes out. Lengthen the front of the legs. Lengthen the back of the legs. Deep inhale. Exhale, interlace your fingers at your low back. Inhale, lift the center of the chest up. Exhale, draw the knuckles down as you press the hips forward. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze the butt cheeks to stabilize the pelvis while engaging the low belly. Lift the center of the chest up. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, swing the fist over to the right. Bring your spine back into neutral and pull the right elbow back. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Now you can stay right here. You can play with the direction that the chin is pointing to really get into either the front or the back of the neck. Know that even as we access this stretch in the neck, there's still intention to the feet. Pada Bandha is engaged. The arches of the feet are lifting. It should feel like you're pulling heat up the legs from the earth. Inhale, knuckles down, heart lifts. Exhale, bend your knees, bring your weight into your heels. Chair pose in the lower body. Option to stay with the weight rooted in the heels. Option to press through the balls of the feet and lift the heels up for sparrow pose. Low bellies engaged. The inner edges of the rib cage knit towards one another. And catch yourself. You're only a quarter of the way through practice. Are you already taking things a little too seriously? Inhale here. Exhale, root the heels down, knuckles up and overhead. If you want to continue to stretch the shoulders, maintain the bind. If you want to do something a little different, you can always bend the right knee, dropping the right shoulder down. If you're like, my shoulder's going crazy, you can release the bind too. Inhale, halfway lift, knuckles back, crown forward. Exhale, fold, release the arms down. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Press down through the feet, reach up through the fingertips. Exhale, awkward interlace of the fingers at the low back. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, back bend. Squeeze the glutes, hips forward, draw the knuckles down. If you feel any compression in the low back, I want you to come up and out of it slightly and think about lifting your chest up and towards the diagonal, where this front wall, the mandala, meets the ceiling. There is foundation and stability to the legs so the heart can open safely. Inhale, shoulders above hips. Exhale, fists over to the left, pull the left elbow back, left ear to left shoulder. Keep pressing to the feet, engage the low belly, and then play with the direction that the chin is pointing to really get the stretch that you need for your body, the lessons that you need for your experience. not anyone else's. Allow the breath to massage that space open. Inhale through center. Exhale, bend the knees, sit the hips back. Know that you can take the same variation or you can take the other variation. Heels can stay rooted or heels can lift. If you're lifting the heels again and you want even more of a challenge, engage the low belly and begin to angle your torso forward. Requiring more core engagement since you're shifting even more weight into the balls of the feet. Breathe. You got it. On an exhale, heels root down, bow forward, knuckles up and overhead. You can continue to fold here at center. You can bend the left knee and dip the left shoulder down. You can fold into a traditional Uttanasana, just releasing the arms down. I give different options because we're all at different places in our morning. We're in different emotional spaces. Really tapping in and asking yourself, what is it that I need? Inhale, halfway lift, knuckles back, crown forward. Exhale, fold, release the hands down. Step your left foot back. Inhale, extend your right leg back so it's hovering in a high plank. Exhale, right knee to right armpit. Hold it here. Press through the fingertips. If you feel like the majority of your weight is in the heels of the palms, then you need to shift your weight further forward. If you're looking for a more intense practice, you can bend your elbows back like chaturanga arms. As soon as you choose that option, ask yourself, why am I looking for a more intense practice? What is it that I'm seeking? Is this what serves me? If you're in the elbow bend, inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of the right hand. Because it's early on in practice, I suggest taking an active runner's lunge, but you know what your body needs. So if you want to drop the back knee, you can. If you'd like more depth in this stretch, come down to your forearms. If you're choosing to have the back knee lifted, press through the ball of the left foot, press the back of the left knee up towards the ceiling. If you're choosing to have the back shin down, press through the left shin. Breathe here. If you're on the forearms, make sure your left palm is a part of the foundation. Inhale your right arm high. Exhale, wrap your right forearm to your low back. Wiggle your right fingertips as far into your left hip crease as you can. Then play with the direction of your chin to create a stretch in the right side of the neck. So for me, the best descriptor is create as much space as you can between right jawline and right collarbone. That'll stretch the front right side of the neck. But you know, you can always take those head circles, find the sweet spot, and then hold there. This is Hatha, so hold there. Is the quality of your breath serving you? Consciously choosing a breath that serves, an asana that serves, a body shape that serves. Inhale, re-extend the right arm, look up towards the right fingertips. Exhale, right hand down to the inside of the right foot. Lift the back knee if it's down. Inhale, extend your right leg straight back so it's hovering in a high plank. Exhale, right knee to nose, tiger pose. Round through the back body, tuck the chin. Press through the fingertips. Press through the ball of the left foot. Breathe. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Warrior 2 stance. Rotate the back heel down. Inhale, windmill the arms up and open. Virabhadrasana 2. For this first one, if you want to straighten and then bend the front knee, sometimes I like to circle the hips a little bit just to get into your foundation, into the posture you can hold. Do that. Front knee stacks over front ankle. Press through the pinky edge side of the right foot. On an exhale, right arm reaches down into a 30-degree angle. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, left hand to the right side of the head. Pull the left ear down as you reach through each and every finger on the right hand. You're basically like taking a reverse warrior, but with your head instead of your whole side body, right? Bend low into the front knee to access the right hip, the right inner thigh. So you're not reaching your right arm straight at shoulder height. It's kind of dropped a few inches. There we go. Now notice the switch and the stretch. So you can stay right here. Or you can begin to rotate the shoulder, pointing the thumb back, pointing the thumb forward. If one place kind of shouts out at you and your body's like, yep, right here, stay there. Inhale, traditional reverse warrior. Drop the left arm down, reach the right arm high, and look up towards the right palm. Sink low into the hips, lower than you want to. Drop the left hip down, deep inhale through the right side body. Exhale, hands down to frame your right foot. Low lunge, tuck the left toes. Inhale, right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your right knee, stack your right hip over your left. Take any motions, movements you'd like to release the right hip. Inhale, right leg re-extends. Exhale, right foot down to the mat, downward facing dog. Yeah, open mouth exhales are a nice feeling. Shifting your weight between left hand, left foot, right foot. It's a nice feeling. Explore your body. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, step up, feet together, big toe edges touch. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms and step the right foot back. Inhale, extend your left leg back in a high plank, left foot's hovering. Exhale, left knee to left armpit. Press through the fingertips, shift your shoulders forward, feel the left side body engage, press through the ball of the right foot. Option to bend the elbows back if you did so on the other side. You connected to breath? Are you connected to your struggle? It's okay. I do that sometimes too. I did that when I was like skipping breakfast for a month. Inhale, straighten the arms if the elbows are bent. Exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. I recommend active Uttam Pristhasana, but if you want to drop the back knee, you can. Option to come down to the forearms. Press through the foundation of left heel, either right shin or the ball of the right foot, and feel into your hips. Your life experience is chock full of lessons that are designed perfectly for you. Just so each day you can get closer and closer to self-realization. So why miss it? Why yearn for others' lessons when you have a perfect set of your own? If you're using the forearms as foundation, make sure the palms are a part of that. Inhale your left arm high, opening up to a twist. Exhale, wrap your left forearm to your low back. Wiggle the left fingertips into your right hip crease, and then I want you to roll the head around and create space and openness in the left side of the neck. Find a place where you really feel it and then hold there. Now, just because we're adding on to the upper body doesn't mean you forget about the lower body, right? Press through the left heel. Press through the ball of the right foot or the right shin. And something I would like to do is I'll bring my inhale into the chest and the neck, and the exhale down into the hips and feet. Inhale, left arm high, look up at the left fingertips. Exhale, release your left hand down to the inside of the left foot. Lift the back knee if it's down. Inhale, extend your left leg back so it's hovering in a high plank. Exhale, left knee to nose, tiger pose. Draw it in, round through the back body. Press through the fingertips. Feel your strength. Man, you have already displayed so much strength in your lifetime. Do you remember? Yeah. Feel it here, accumulated, all leading up to this moment. Exhale, step your left foot through, low lunge. Rotate the back heel down. Inhale, open up, Virabhadrasana 2. If you want to straighten the front leg and come back down into it, remember we're going easy on ourselves today. I don't always give you that one. Yeah, when you're ready, set up your full warrior 2, just a few rounds of breath here. Reaching the arms out, feeling the length of the arms open up the chest. On an exhale, extending the left arm down and out at a 30-degree angle. Inhale, right arm straight up. Exhale, right hand to the left side of the head. Pull the right ear down, so that your head and your left arm are going in opposite directions to stretch that connective tissue between jawline and collarbone, between your shoulders and neck. Breathe into that wide open space and then recommit to the front knee bend. You can always rotate at the shoulder joint, turning the thumb to point down or back and behind you. And then stopping in a place where your body says, yeah, your lessons, all your sweet little feel-good lessons are right here, right in this pocket. Inhale, Viparita Virabhadrasana, reverse warrior. Right arm down, left arm up, look up. Lunge low into the front knee. You know we're just here for a few more rounds of breath. Drop the right hip slightly. Take a big inhale through the left side of the rib cage. Exhale, windmill the hands down to frame your left foot. Tuck your right toes. Inhale, extend the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your left knee, stack your left hip over the right. Encourage the left shoulder down and take any motions, any movements you'd like that feel good for your left hip. Inhale, left leg re-extends, hips level. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, core control, step the right foot through. No thuds. Inhale, rise up, high lunge, Anjaneyasana. Right knee is stacked over right ankle. Press in the ball of the left foot. Reach the arms up and overhead. To the best of your ability, straighten your left leg. Squeeze your left glute. Then encourage the right hip back. Squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows out to a 90-degree angle. Open the heart space up and then bend your back knee so it's just hovering above the ground. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Breathe here. Wide open heart space. Left hip flexor stretching. Inhale, re-extend the back leg, re-extend the arms. Hold here. Encourage the right hip back. Take a deep inhale. Exhale again, bend the back knee, bend the elbows, and this time try to tap your elbows behind you. Try to tap them behind you. A similar experience. Once you bring the elbows towards each other, I want you to lift the shoulder blades up. So you're kind of creating a hammock for the heart space, lifting the heart higher. Breathe. Front knee is stacked over front ankle. Upper back muscles should be engaged to hold your arms in place. Inhale, re-extend your arms and the back leg. Hold here for a moment. I know we're doing great. We just got one more little variation of that. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows. Bring them close to each other behind you. Now keep them where they are and extend your arms behind you. Yes. Feel the upper back muscles engage. Roll the shoulder blades down and back and then press them up towards the heart space to lift. Elevate the chest. Are you breathing? Press off of the ball of the left foot. And then inhale, sweep your palms forward and up. The palms can face the space behind you. Lift the chest. Exhale, hands down to frame your right foot. Yes. Inhale, right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Core control. Skandasana. Turn to face the left. You can lift your right heel or root the right heel down. Left toes and left knee point up towards the ceiling. Your right toes are kind of pointing towards the top left corner of your mat now. Make sure that right knee is pointing in the same direction. If this is a hard no in your body, what you can do is take a side lunge, turning both feet parallel to the top and back edge of the mat and just bending the front knee deeply. Just make sure, it's very important in both poses, that your right knee is pointing in the direction of the right toes. Press through the right heel. Flex your left foot. If you don't have the right heel rooted, press through the ball of the right foot. Know that hands can be on the ground, or you can bring your prayer palms to your heart. Are we breathing? Take an inhale here. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of the mat. Keep the hips low. Bend the left knee. Extend the right leg. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, rotate to a low lunge facing the back of the mat. Tuck the right toes. Setting up a warrior two stance. Rotate the right heel down. Inhale, windmill the arms up and open. Virabhadrasana 2. Sink the hips low. Inhale, the left arm reaches forward. Exhale, rotate the arms. Uttita Parshva Konasana, extended side angle. If you're tired, rest your left forearm on your left thigh. Scoop left hip underneath. Spiral the right side of the chest open. Brooke taught me this one today and I really like it. If you want something a little more intense, what you can do is reach the right arm up and overhead and then extend your left arm in front of you, palm face up. Like you're holding a very, very, very important platter of all of your life's lessons and you don't want to drop them. You don't want to trade them out for anyone else's. You're just looking at them like, yes, so glad I'm here doing this. That's what every day is like, right? Breathe, bend into the front knee. You got it. Inhale, star pose. Uttita Tadasana. Heels in, toes out. Chest lifts. Reach the arms high. Turn the toes out if they're not already there. And then exhale, bend your knees. Pray your palms to your heart. Horse pose. If you're looking for something more intense, you can stay here or lift your heels. If you're looking to chill out a little bit, bring your hands to the insides of the thighs. Inhale, pop the booty. And then exhale, drop your right shoulder down and look over the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder down, look over the right. If you're holding, you're holding. Connect to the breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip right shoulder down. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip left shoulder down. Inhale, center, rise up. Uttita Tadasana, legs straight, arms high. Exhale, through a warrior two to the front, hands down to frame your right foot. Tuck your left toes. Inhale, step your left foot forward. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, tuck, round, and curl. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Root the palms down, tuck the chin. Breathe into your upper back. Look forward. Bring your arms to the insides of your knees and take your knees wide. Press your heels up against each other. Send your hips back, extend the arms forward. And then if you feel any funkiness, instability at the knees, squeeze your knees into your armpits.
There's this opposite energy of hips back, arms, fingertips forward. Breathe into the back of your rib cage. So grateful for this body, even the areas of tension, even old injuries. Just open and unconditionally loving to all your little quirks. Walk your hands back. Drop the knees down and untuck your toes. Plant your palms behind you, fingertips point away from you. Press with the shins and fingertips. Inhale, lift the hips up. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Opening up the quadriceps, the chest. Squeeze your glutes. Lift your heart higher. This is going to make that second round of hip flexor work so much easier. Breathe here. Activate the back body to open the front body. Take another inhale. Exhale, bring the hips down. Root your palms in front of you. Step back to a high plank. Press back to a downward facing dog. Enjoy the way that you're breathing, the way that your heart beats. Just kind of smiling and reminding yourself what a gift this life is. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, core control. Step the left foot through heel, then toe. Yeah. Inhale, rise up, high lunge, Anjaneyasana. Front knee is stacked over front ankle. Press into the ball of the right foot. This is probably the hardest part of our practice, right? Give it your all. Inhale to lengthen through the side bodies. Exhale, bend your elbows, center the palms open, lift the chest up, and then bend the back knee so it's just hovering above the ground. Keep squeezing the right glute to stabilize the pelvis, neutralize the lumbar. Breathe. Encourage left hip back. You can do it. Breathe. Inhale, straighten the back leg, reach the arms high. Hold here. I don't want to take you straight back into it. Another inhale to lengthen. Exhale, this time bend your elbows and then bring them as close together as you can behind you. Bend the back knee. And once you bring the elbows together, kind of imagine the shoulder blades lifting up, acting as support for the heart space. Breathe. Inhale, re-extend the arms, the back leg. Hold here. Feel the heat in the front thigh. You can do it. Inhale. Exhale again, bend the elbows, bend the back knee, draw the elbows as close together as you can, lift the heart and then extend the arms. The palms are kind of facing down towards the top two corners of the mat. Lift the center of the chest. Press the backs of the hands back. Lift the heart up. You can do it. Yeah, relax your shoulders away from the ears. Nice adjustment, Azul. Inhale, sweep the palms forward and up, maybe all the way into a back bend. And then exhale, hands down to frame the left foot. Good. Patience and strength. Inhale, left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, core control, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Skandasana, rotate open to the right. Turn the left toes in slightly, so the knees pointing in the direction of the toes. Right toes up towards the ceiling. This hip is in full external rotation. If you're a little more flexible in the Achilles and calf muscle, you can root your left heel down. If you'd like a balance challenge, prayer palms to heart. If you feel anything in the back of the right knee, take a micro bend to it. Inhales into a wide open chest. Exhales to sink low in the hips. I oftentimes think about how grateful that I am that I have a kind of naturally tight body, like I hold on to muscle tension because I'm able to understand such a wide variety of students because of that. We all have our different quirks, right? And they serve a purpose if we can see that. You can stay balancing if you want. Take an inhale where you are. Exhale, skandasana to the back of the mat. Hips low, bend the right knee, and just chill here for a second. Flex the left foot. Lift the chest up. Deep inhale. Exhale, rotate towards the right foot. Tuck your left toes, and then set up a warrior two stance. Heel to arch alignment. Inhale, open up, Virabhadrasana 2. Drop the left hip down. Inhale, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, extended side angle. If you're tired, just rest your right forearm on your right thigh. If you're looking for something more intense, extend the right arm out in front of you. Right palm faces up towards the ceiling. Left arm up and overhead. So you're encouraging that spiral in the spine. Left side of the chest open, right side body's working. Keep lunging low, in front knee over front ankle, and breathe deeply. You got it. Inhale, Uttita Tadasana. Actually, this time, feet parallel. Reach both arms high. Exhale, bow forward, Prasarita. Prayer palms through the midline as you fold. So if you want to focus on the hamstrings, you can stay in this wide-legged forward fold. If you kind of want to continue to open up inner thighs and hips, you can take a frog pose, dropping the knees down. Coming to the big toe edge sides of the feet. You want your hips in line with your knees and the knees slid as far apart as possible. From here, you can come down to your forearms. If you're very flexible, you can come all the way down to the chest. So Prasarita or frog. Also, if you're in Prasarita and you really want an inversion, go for it. Drop in. I'm so grateful for the practice of yoga for like 1,001 reasons, but one of them is that when life presents me with moments of discomfort, I can just turn to my breath and be like, all right, Nikki, you've done this before. Sit in the fire. What can you learn from this? This is yours to learn, yours to cherish. When my grandfather passed away, one of my basketball coaches wrote me a note I'll never forget. He said, it might rain today, but the sun is going to shine tomorrow. If you're in a frog pose, walk your hands back, flip over the feet, meet us back in a Prasarita. Prasarita's halfway lift. Exhale, another deep fold. Inhale, rise up to Uttita Tadasana. Exhale through a warrior two, hands down to frame your left foot, tuck your right toes. Inhale, left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, step or hop to a frog pose, Malasana. Heels in, toes out, sink low in the hips. Elbows to the insides of the knees, press the palms into each other, pull the chest forward. If you're very flexible in the hips, you can bring one fist to a palm or two fists together. If if you're sinking into your hip joints, I want you to press with the pinky edge sides of your feet and lift just like a 1/4 of an inch. Nice. And then press the elbows into the knees and see if you can pull the chest further forward. Release the hands down. Bring one hand behind you and just land back on the bum. Bring your hands behind you, feet in front of you, and just sway the knees side to side. Okay, if you're a little tighter in the hips, right shin in front of the left, both shins parallel to the top edge. If you're a little more open in the hips, right shin on top of the left. And if neck really isn't your thing today and you know you want to focus on the hips, you can just fold forward here. If you'd like to take another neck stretch, interlace all 10. Fingers up and overhead, bend your elbows, bring your palms to the back of your head, and then drop your chin to your chest. You can stay at center. You can turn the chin over to the right a little bit, encouraging the depth in the hip stretch and opening up the back left side of the neck. If you feel like the sun hasn't shined in a really long time, then it's time to learn how to play in the rain. If you're in the neck stretch, come up through center. Everybody rise up out of the fold, arms high. Exhale, plant your palms behind you. Root your feet in front of you. And again, just internal, external rotation of the hips. Other side, left shin in front of right. For those more flexible, left shin on top of right. Make sure the ankles aren't sickling, feet are flexed. If you'd like to go straight in the fold, you can. If you want the neck stretch, inhale, arms high, interlace. Exhale, hands to the back of the head, chin to the chest. This time, dropping the jaw, the chin over towards the left side. Encouraging the stretch in the left hip and stretching the back right side of the neck. Sometimes when I have an emotion, a negative emotion that's moving through me over and over and over again, I try to treat it like a visitor. Like, up, here he is again. That neighbor who talks for a really long time without listening. Can I be present? Can I be loving? Can I be compassionate? Up and out of the fold with the neck stretch, spine back in neutral, arms high. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands down. Extend your legs out in front of you. And then windshield wipe the feet side to side. You can even just kind of pitter patter the backs of the knees if that feels good. And then I want you to turn around and lay down on your back so the crown of your head is facing me. Yeah, if it feels good to take some open mouth exhales, you can. Bend your knees, bring your feet to hip width distant apart. I'm going to cue a bridge pose. If you know what full wheels in your practice, you can go for it, but I'm not going to cue it, so make sure you feel safe in that alignment practice, okay? For bridge, press down through your feet. Inhale, lift your hips up. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Option to interlace your fingers and draw your knuckles towards the space between the feet. In any back bend, you want to activate the glutes, activate the backs of the legs, and engage your lower abdominal wall. Breathe through the front body, the belly, the heart space. Feel that open highway, that open channel from belly, heart to throat, throat, heart to belly. Maybe having some gratitude, a wide open heart for your experience in this lifetime. All the people you've connected with, all the lessons you've learned. Another inhale wherever you are. And then exhale, lower your back body down to the ground. We can't not do happy baby in a lighthearted practice. Bring your knees up towards your chest and then out towards the armpits. Flip the shins of the bottoms of the feet upward. Grab the ankles or outer edges of the feet. Pull the knees down to either side of the torso. And see if you can imagine your little baby infantile self without a care in the world, without a judgment about who you are, who you should be. And just kind of sway side to side, internally cooing. And then bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins and bring your forehead to your knees. Take an inhale, fill your lungs up completely. Hold to the top and squeeze your body. Feel your physical body, so grateful for it. Feel it, squeeze it in, hold it tight. And then exhale, release. Shavasana. Legs long. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Palms face up. There's no better or more important place to be than here. There isn't any other time that's more crucial than now. And you are exactly who you are for a reason. All parts of you. Love it. Embrace it. Be willing to laugh at yourself if you need to.
the saying that comparison is the thief of joy. When we compare, where we imply a separateness from others, a separateness from God, divine, collective consciousness. You say to yourself, they have something that I don't have. When we celebrate others' successes, when we kind of giggle at our own downfalls or shortcomings, we're open-heartedly embracing all aspects of life, truly practicing union, practicing yoga. Deepen your breath. Bring some movements back to your body at whatever pace you'd like. Take a few rounds of breath to get there, but we'll all meet in a fetal position on the right side. Just take a moment here to thank yourself for being you. Thank yourself for choosing what you have chosen. And then press up to a seat. Bring your prayer palms to your heart center. Self-acceptance, self-love is the practice of union, of yoga. It's saying to yourself, yep, every single part of me is divine, and therefore every single part of everyone and everything else is divine. Let's Om together. Take a deep inhale to Om. Namaste.